some masters and teachings of the pantheon and faith and religion. Uh, this video will be speaking about the basics structure of the doctrine and that, and what is classified as and such, and that. Bit into the basics of the religion itself and what we believe in that and such though. If you like seeing these videos, if you like learning about the methods and ways in that though, please leave a like and subscribe in that, and share that with those who are also interested in that and such. That will help out the channel very much in that. And if you make it all the way to the end, in the comments leave a purple heart on that, so I know you watched up to the end and that and such. And let's get more subscribers in that. Anyways, we are a pantheon of spirituality and logistic thinking, religion, and that. We believe in the highest structure of things than that. As I've said that before, we balance out the two that are being logistic and spiritually scientific and organic that. We balance out the two that because we find that they can coexist that with a gentle guided structure that and such stuff. When you balance out the two, they work hand in hand in that where the one can explain stuff, the other can, and where the other cannot, and so forth. That we believe in a higher structure of things that we as individuals can shape and that and such that where you can shape your spirituality, you can shape your the physical and that with interacting with the physical and such and that. But only when we are capable of understanding ourselves and that and such though. If you are uncertain of what you want, what you can do, what you cannot do, what you're going to do, and that, you won't really actually interact with anything. You won't really get anything done, and nothing around you will be affected on that because your energy will be still whether it's spiritually or actually physically done that. If you sit around all day and that and you don't do anything in that, nothing will get done in that. But if you apply yourself down that and interact with stuff in that, then you'll start seeing changes and things shaping towards what you more want in that. With our 3 paths, we break it down into sections. As a leader can only lead if he has followers done that, and a leader is a follower to himself because he is following himself done that such so that works with individualism and that as well done that in order to do, you need to lead yourself in that and such. And our 3 paths though, as I've said before, it's the sword path, the scale path, the sake path, and the scale path. Leader can only lead if he has followers who wish to follow him. Some people do not want to have the burden of being in charge all the time. Others find safety in numbers, while others can follow as long as they can do so in solitude as a lone wolf. There are those who want to lead and don't know how, and then there are those who do but don't want to. Others are just born to lead, which brings a very specific aura which all three paths can teach and cater for that. And such stuff. So in the world, learn that there are usually people who have the ability to lead, but really don't want to lead in that. And then there are those who don't want to really burden themselves of having to have those hard decisions all the time, as being the leader and that, or taking up responsibility. Because a good leader is not one who's the strongest, or who's the smartest, or who's the fastest and that, or who's the good looking. It's the one person that who can do the thing that's needed and live with the consequences afterwards and that and such. Because they will do what needs to be done, but they will accept and know the consequences of doing such the thing that needs to be done and that. But they're the ones who can do it, who can go through with it and can still be proud of themselves and that, and who will take the consequences because they know they needed to do it and that, but they'll get through the issue that comes along with doing that thing and that. For example, that if you had to choose in a burning building, you had to choose one person or four, one sibling or four strangers and that, such. So with a good leader, will weigh out the options and that, and seeing which one is the right one and that. And afterwards will live with the consequences. As we believe in a world where magic, technology, science, logic, spiritualism exist in harmony, where we will not be labeled as fake, demonic, evil, misinformation, conspiracy, lies, or just as make-believe done that, where religion and that will be usually taken seriously down that, the arcanic practices and that will be taken seriously and will be accounted for in that and such, where science work will be existing within that world and that, and will be able to acknowledge that it can't really explain literally everything that, which you can definitely explain a ton, but not really everything in that. Such, and that's where the arcanic can come in and that. That's where the balance is. That when one side cannot explain it, the other side will try to, and they will help each other out. They won't cancel each other out in that. We are all are one, and where we are able to make advancements not by the limits of what will others do or the fear of starting wars, but by the limits of our will and determination on that to make those advancements in that, where the world is technically united and where they will be able to actually make large advancements in that, whether they will be medical, technological, biological, genetics, in the field of engineering and such and that, where the whole world, meaning the all countries in that, come together to solve a single problem in that, where they can place in the funding, resources, materials, and the people who need to solve the problems and issues towards that. And that where there's not technically no fear of what will the other country do, and that oh, I gotta beat this other country, and that where it's like one, and that and they have one problem, and that will make large advancements done that, and as a species we will go more further than that. Where no star is out of reach, and we know of all realms and as secondary homes, and that and the life you have here is experience with full love, honor, faith, and challenges that teach you new things. No matter what planet you are on, you can know who you are as light and flame that you are on that. So even if it comes to the time that we were actually able to actually colonize, other solar systems, other planets, and that doesn't matter the way you are, then that this life that you have that is meant to be experienced with love, honor, faith, and various challenges done that can show you the different experiences, and that not all experiences that will be good, and not all experiences that will be bad, and that where it can show you that all things that you need to actually fully understand yourself and fully unlock your true potential in that, so that when you leave this life that the other realms, when you enter into the other realms, you'll know why, and you will know what your purpose is for that. But that is a large and non-teaching process done that, and everyone's going to usually partake and look at that from a very different view than that. Very seldom will two people fully agree on how they're looking at this sort of path and that, and everyone will experience it very differently in that. But with the masses in faith, it is placed in such a way that it knows that there are different ways of looking at it, and that they would largely try to teach all those different ways of looking at it and such, so that there is perfect balance amongst its people, amongst its believers, and that those who look at it from a more leadership view with true purpose and purity in that, and then there are those who look at it from a more spiritual or magical viewpoint, and those who would look at it as a logical, more psychological viewpoint in that, so that it caters for all of those things, because it knows that there's not going to be just one way of looking at it. There is multiple ways of looking at it, and that's what we will be exploring as we go on with these teachings and such. In the next video, we will be talking about our spiritual workings and the parts of you with the three paths and and such. If you made it this far, leave in the comments the purple heart in it, so that I know you've made it to the end in it. And if you like these videos, remember to give a like and subscribe. And we also do have a catalog for merch, thingies and that. If you want to go buy some runes and that, and altar stuff and that, we do have a basic altar kit done that a starter alter kit, and that I'll leave the link to it and that and such. And go follow me on with the Master System group though on Facebook, and follow me on my Insta and Twitter as well on that. And till next time, I will see you in the next video.